Hello, America. Me again, here to annoy. You know how much I like to do that. Um, I've been really busy lately. Um, a lot of construction work going on. Thank goodness. All for naught. Grinding away at the wheel, like it always goes. But a continental treasury. Let's talk about this. I was pondering a way that I could bring about a continental treasury. And first of all, you'd have to have solid assets, recognizable international assets. And I decided I'm going to commit a portion of my gold and a portion of my platinum and all of my silver. So right now, looking around the treasury room, I could probably see. Well, I won't tell you the dollar value, but the gold value is fine. It's not here. I just know off the top of my head that I'm kicking somewhere around $5,000 in 999 fine gold platinum. And then outside of that, I'm kicking another uh, probably 1,800. This is just donatable. This is what I'm actually going to give over to a Continental Congress or a Continental Army. Another $1,700, $1,800 in platinum. I'm going to surrender almost $1,000 in silver value. So the Continental Army, the Continental Congress, and the Continental Treasury Department have now just experienced a surge. Now, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything because no one's wanting to work toward this. So I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my lesser pieces of gold and I want to resell them for a profit, for more gold, to make it a larger well, to fill in all the holes in the unpaved street, whatever that means. But I realized with the attorney was going to cost me $5,000 a year to retain for the nonprofit. Because I figure if we do this with our palms up, with our cards face up, open and honest, and let other Americans see it, it could be the beginning. Um, I'm not going to grant material asset. I'm going to look at this and I'm going to say, you know what? Let's do this. A Continental Congress would be recognized on an international scale if we were organized and well done. The reason why the lottery of a Continental Congress is so that we don't get the traipse of names. It doesn't mean there won't be corruption. It means there's always a chance for corruption. But with the right tools set in place correctly, we could create a Continental Congress and thus appoint a general for a Continental Army. We are the militia. We are the Minutemen. It is our duty. These are executive decisions. This is an executive branch decision. How do you put this? I mean, I've decided that in order to make the kitty grow, as it were, to have the type of wealth of billions and billions of dollars, which is a hard thing to do, that instead of constantly being liquid in a solid or liquid form of money, I'm going to keep it in hard metals. International traders and dealers all recognize hard metals for their value, for their intrinsic value, and I think that's part of a trap, and I don't really like falling into it. But at the same time, Americans who donate don't really feel like they're getting anything directly out of it. So I decided to take one small portion of my assets, which were small jewelry pieces I might have picked up at some estate sale or some yard sale somewhere. 14 karat gold, 18 karat gold, 22 karat gold. None of my coins, none of my hard currency. I have currencies from all over the world. I have currencies from China in gold, solid gold. China, Russia, uh, France, England, and that's about it. Let's see, is there anything else? No, I have some Japanese gold also. I'm not going to be donating the coins because they're hard currency, but what I do want to do, in order to create a treasury with a solid backing, the first thing we need to do, like the Ron Paul Liberty Dollar that was seized in all of that action, they had gone through and they took all of his assets. And I believe in what he had to say, which was, why not give the Federal Reserve a little bit of competition? This is the land of competition. We are capitalists here. If he can make money and reduce the cost of gas down to $1 a gallon merely by backing his currency with silver or gold, go for it. I'd love to be able to spend $1 for a gallon of gas using Liberty paper dollars backed by real silver. Be $1 a gallon. It's really true. But that's not my aim here. My aim here is to have an actual pot of gold, as it were, and a second pot of silver, and a third pot of copper, and a pot of brass. And when you put together copper, brass, and a little bit of gunpowder, when it's our currency and our metal, we can do whatever the hell we want with it, which includes getting our own Continental Congress, collecting our own, and recognizing our own nation and our Constitution, our freedom and our liberty exactly as intended. I just got in, I rushed to the shower, took a shower, decided to record this because when I was reading through my messages that people had sent me, a lot of people seemed concerned that I may not be safe, and one person even implied I might be in a loony bin. But might be, but didn't happen. Just yeah, doing what all Americans should be doing right now, hoarding. And starting the next couple of days, as soon as I wrap up this job, and we've just got this piece of construction. I've just got this piece of construction going on that has just absolutely encapsulated my time. I've had 3 or 4 of them back to back, and it's been pretty rough. No free time, plus trying to help out a friend and retain my sanity to some nth of a degree. Yeah. So I'm next couple of days. I'll probably do it tonight. I'll just go ahead and list them. And if you want to purchase any of these items, understand that a portion of this money will be going back to me because it was my initial investment. I'm entitled to be able to keep my own. But since this is a current market economy, I'm also going to be taking the balance of that portion and turning it in to the nonprofit organization. We're going to be using a portion of it to hire the attorney who's going to protect us. He understands everything that it entails, and he's completely down with us. He is not affiliated with the Masons. He is not affiliated with any of these private groups. He put it best. He's just not a follower, and who really wants to be? Because we're really a nation of leaders, and it's who we are. And we lead the world in everything. And there's some people who come up with some great inventions, and of course, America in its infinite wisdom, we steal a little bit of that, and we steal a little bit of that, and we steal a little bit of that, and we claim it for ourselves. So, that's the American way, or at least it was for a long time until current copyright law got in the way of all that, but I didn't have anything to copyright just the same. But I'd like to hear from some people concerning this. So, when you buy these items, you actually will be receiving a piece of gold, or you will be receiving that piece of silver, or you will be receiving, something. And then in addition to that, I'd also like to announce that, like, I don't know, every 5 people I'll throw in some gold piece. It may not even be real, but I have lots of stuff here as far as reserves that aren't really highly valuable. And then I'm a hoarder. I'm collecting gold right now, and anywhere I can pick up a handful of coins, auctions, estate sales, I'm doing it. So it's exactly what you should be doing, is turning your currency, or at least a portion of it, into some type of hard metal that can get you through a hard time. Because when the Amero takes over, and I'm going to point out something real quick because I have some time left. The Amero is backed by gold that was printed at the U.S. Mint. When the Amero was printed at the U.S. Mint in gold coin, no one went in and raided their vaults to steal those coins for illegal currency being printed at the U.S. Mint. But they did steal the Liberty Dollar and all the coins and all the gold and all the assets. And when they do win their court case, which I know they will, they are